This is AI News Today, and here's what happened in the world of AI in the past 24 hours. Let's dive right into our biggest story from the frontier. A startup from Singapore called Sapient Intelligence just dropped something that could completely change how AI thinks. They've unveiled what they call the Hierarchical Reasoning Model, or HRM, and it's delivering reasoning that's 100 times faster than traditional language models. Now, here's why this matters. Current AI systems like ChatGPT have a fundamental problem. They're forced to think out loud, expressing every step of their reasoning as text. It's like making you explain every single thought process when you're trying to solve a math problem. This makes AI incredibly data-hungry and computationally expensive. But HRM works more like how your brain actually thinks. Instead of one system doing everything, it uses two interconnected modules that work together like a supervisor and a worker. The worker module tackles a specific subtask until it finds a solution. Then, the supervisor evaluates that progress, updates the overall strategy, and assigns the worker a new task. This back-and-forth process lets the AI think without having to verbalize every single step. The results are pretty stunning. HRM absolutely demolished much larger AI models on complex reasoning tasks, achieving near-perfect scores on challenges where state-of-the-art models completely failed. We're talking about training time slashed from months down to just hours, which could translate to massive cost savings for enterprises. And this approach shows real promise in fields that require complex decision-making, like healthcare, climate forecasting, and robotics. What makes this even more exciting is that it's essentially a David versus Goliath story. A relatively small startup creating an architecture that outperforms the tech giants with a fraction of the resources. Shifting gears to some other major developments, Alibaba just made some serious moves that are turning heads in the AI community. The Chinese e-commerce giant dropped their latest reasoning model called Qwen 3235B A22B Thinking, and it's outperforming both OpenAI and Google across key math and coding benchmarks. What's particularly interesting is they've released it under the Apache 2.0 license, which means enterprises can download it, modify it, and integrate it into their systems without any restrictions. But that's not all from Alibaba. They also launched their first AI-powered glasses, which are set to hit the market later this year. This puts them right in the middle of China's heated smart wearable race, competing with other tech giants who are all trying to create the next must-have AI device. Another development that's got the AI research community buzzing is a new paper about something called ASI-ARCH. This is a research system that can design novel AI model architectures completely on its own. It connects three AI agents, a researcher that creates code, an engineer that trains it, and an analyst that spots patterns, in a self-improving cycle. Early results suggest it's actually outperforming models designed by humans. If this proves out, it could transform AI research from a human-limited process to one that scales directly with computing power. Translation: AI progress could accelerate dramatically. Speaking of talent moves, Meta just made a significant hire for their Superintelligence unit. They've named Shengjia Zhao, a former OpenAI researcher, as chief scientist of their Superintelligence effort. Zhao helped create ChatGPT, GPT-4, and the reasoning model o1, so he brings some serious firepower. He's joining former Scale AI CEO Alexander Wang in what's shaping up to be a formidable leadership duo. Next up, let's talk about something practical you can use right now. If you've ever struggled to turn written content into professional-looking designs, there's a neat trick using Claude and Canva. You can go to Claude's website, enable the Canva integration under Search and Tools, then drop in any document, notes, or raw text. Ask it to create a branded infographic from your document, and in seconds, Claude will turn your text into a polished design that you can then edit in Canva. It's perfect for creating infographics, brochures, pitch decks, and reports without any design skills. Now for some trending developments making waves on social media. There's been a lot of buzz around Claude Code, with tutorials going viral on how to set it up for task automation. A GitHub user also claims to have found and shared Claude's full system prompt, which has the community pretty excited. On the creative side, an AI-generated video of a house cat riding a leopard has gone absolutely viral with over 100 million views on Instagram, sparking a whole new trend of similar AI-generated animal videos. In corporate news, Huawei announced a new AI computing system that industry observers say could be competitive with Nvidia's most advanced offerings. This is another sign that China might be catching up to the US in AI hardware capabilities. Here in the US, the Department of Government Efficiency, also known as DOGE, is reportedly deploying an AI tool to help federal agencies identify and eliminate thousands of regulations. It's an interesting application of AI in government operations that could have wide-reaching implications. And finally, today, Anthropic, the company behind Claude, is reportedly raising a new funding round that would value the company at a whopping $150 billion, according to the Financial Times. That's a massive valuation that shows just how much investors believe in the future of AI assistance. That's it for today. Make sure to like, subscribe, or follow, and see you tomorrow for more AI news.